Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, 16th of November 2023. So yesterday's market activity, crypto jumps but bonds dump as FCI doom loop looms. And UK inflation tumbles to 2-year low, 4.6 as energy costs ease. That's debatable. And from the US, US stocks eat mild gains in choppy trade as data remained the key driver. It certainly did in the afternoon. And yields and dollar pair some CPI downside after better than feared retail sales. Also, the Empire manufacturing came out massive as well compared to the forecast. And the Empire State numbers, which you can see released yesterday, came out far higher than forecast, minus 3.3 to 9.1, which again brings back the commentary, really more hawkishness than dovishness, despite the CPI numbers, which I don't believe, and that's why they're called the CP lie within the industry. I mean, I've never seen anything like the drops that we saw over the last 2 days in these numbers. Okay, let's move on and have a look at the markets. We'll kick off with the Dow. And in the Dow, you can see we're still at the highs at the moment. We've got a bit of supply coming into the market there, so some selling in the up move. Market came off the highs, but despite that, overnight the market remains bullish, certainly moving a long way from the 5MA there. Also, the parabolic also green as the market continues to move to the upside. Bit of a choppy session. We started off on the back of the release of the UK CPI numbers being positive. And then the market then moved its way up. But 3 p.m., like I say, was it 3 p.m. or 1:30? I think it was 1:30 with the, let's just check that. So yeah, 1:30 p.m. with the Empire State. You can see there all of the activity and then moving the market to the upside. Overnight above the DP, above the close, above the 20 bar, heading towards the highs there if it can maintain it. In the German DAX, above the 200 MA, also showing supply for yesterday. We're overbought as well at the moment, so a bit of a pullback required, but there is a lot of upside targets there. Yesterday we spoke about the 200 MA being a target. The market managed to close above this and is trading above it overnight as well. In the 30-minute chart, the market again also following on the back of the CPI from Tuesday for the US and Wednesday's UK CPI moving the market to the upside as well, and also close to yesterday's high already on the overnight, having found support at the DP overnight as well. In the S&P 500, this also trading up to resistance with some supply, with the market being overbought as well. Narrower range, so a bit of a putting the brakes on situation yesterday. Maybe some were just taking profits. Price is sideways to higher overnight. As you can see, they're coming off yesterday's low. Is that right? Yes, because we had an up thrust for the day. So yeah, coming off the low as the market tries to get above the close. So a bit of weakness there in the S&P 500. Meanwhile, in the FT, this spike into the upside in response to those CP line numbers from the UK. You can see we broke out all of these resistances here, so we can remove these now. However, the market failed to stay on the high, as you can see, coming back towards the lower third and the 50 EMA, so a bit of weakness around in the UK market. No surprise given the backdrop of the political situation. Market rallying straight off, 89% retracement as it attempted to move higher, but then having made its way back and giving up 70 plus, 75% plus of its gains yesterday. But getting back above the close, needs to get back above the DP and the 20 and 50 averages there in order to move higher. In the US dollar, continuing to move to the downside there, which you can see still some weakness following through with the CPI numbers from Tuesday. And in the metals, it's game over now. We're at the 200 MA. We can see what happened every other time we got to the 200 MA. Market then gets sent south. If we break through it, well, it'll be interesting to see how long it lasts, because this market with the 200 MA always ends up making its way back through, even if it is moved to the upside. If I can just squeeze this a bit more, you'll see exactly what I mean. So again, back to the 200, send it through. Don't like it staying above the 200. We had a bit of a spurt there, but let's get it back through, and then so you can see how the market is been for the last few weeks. 200 under the kosh, so 200 very important for this market. Yesterday only a bit of a up and down for the silver market when the news was released. Prior to that, the market had moved up nicely, moving up again at the moment. It's got to take out yesterday's high, but more importantly the 200 MA in the daily chart. Meanwhile, in gold land, not responding too well yesterday and moving up overnight above the 200 MA still at the moment for this market, but not above that $2,000 per ounce. And have a look at this. That's what you call hammering the gold price with yesterday's news, and straight down, but starting to recover a bit overnight, which means then if we look at the gold silver ratio, that it's moved lower again because silver held better yesterday in percentage terms than did the price of gold. So there we go, quick roundup of all of the markets for yesterday and what to expect for today. Let's move along and have a look at the basic trades for yesterday. So yesterday the UK market saw the CPI released, the market responding quite negatively, actually moving down and then trading sideways. Didn't do an awful lot, but eventually we got back to the high and then started to trade back down into a sideways move, and then we kicked off at 8 a.m. with prices moving through the high. We had a potential buy signal there, and as the market traded up, you can see there's some weakness coming in here. I thought we were going to be taken out, to be honest with you, but we managed to get back above the high. But we've got this resistance already where the market's being sold into. So as prices come back, they go through the scalp, take the profits off the table as the market comes back, as you'll see in a moment. So as we get towards the 5-bar moving average and start to close, take the money off the table, which is still only at the first profit target there of 10 points. So then for the remainder of the morning session, the market just trades sideways to higher, unfortunately, because of that pullback taken out as the market continued to the upside there, and then eventually making its way back. So bits of a no direction trading session for yesterday's first 2 hours. So in the afternoon, the market again still moving higher. We had a potential sell signal, then we had a potential buy signal as the market couldn't make its mind up. We see the sell signal taken out, and then the market has resistance here to the left, because that's why you've got the red bar there, so some profit taking coming in, and then we get another potential sell followed by another potential high. That's a rare event, but you can see how sideways the market is, and again going off in this direction. We've got resistance to the left twice now, so we've got a double top to the left. We need to break through this, and we do, which you can see there, and then through the R1. So trailing the stop, the market then comes back and we take the profits off the table, and that's the end of the afternoon session there as well, as you'll see when it ends. So yeah, good day yesterday, 3 trades, 3 wins, which is the market settling down a bit after the last 2 days of US and UK CPI. And we've already gone through the daily chart. Let me just bring this up though for you. Let me just squeeze this up so you can see it. So yeah, the important thing here is that we go through that 200 MA in the daily chart there at the moment, and that's the important thing, to keep that moving. Overnight in the 2-minute chart, you can see we're just close to the high. We haven't quite got there yet. Big spike up a few minutes ago, but we need to get above yesterday's high if we are to move higher, and you can see we're just through that 200 MA there. Okay, that will do it for this one. Let's see how the markets perform today, and with that, thanks for watching. See you in the next.